You've done well, so far. But the true test still lies before you.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
I am here to ensure that you do your job, little human. Not do it for you.
I will reach the Sunwell on my own, Dreadlord.
Be warned. It is a pool of mystical energy from which the elves draw their immortal powers. They will not give it up easily.
Do you think he suspects that you've been aiding me, Necromancer?
I'm sure he suspects quite a bit. It is his nature to assume the worst. Now steel yourself. The hour of my rebirth draws near.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the next level of the Undead campaign, where we are going to start immediately with creature attack, combined with getting another Crypt Fiend as well, and move to the northern side, where we will be waiting for Sylvannas to send in her first and very early attack. While all of this is busy happening, we're going to put down a couple of ziggurats and a Temple of the Damned as well to get those benefits immediately too. Incoming.
About us, you wretches. Basha Nofalotala.
She is persistent. Reminds me of you, Death Knight.
Shut up, you damn ghost. Speak, fool.
As you can see, this is an attack that's no problem to hold back, and it's also no problem to survive the majority of the attacks. And that is it for the very first attack from Sylvannas. So after this has been done, we're going to get 2 more ghouls to get our lumber.
The elf woman will likely attempt to summon reinforcements.
Then watch for her runners. None of them must get through.
Yeah, so from here on out, we're just going to do some basic things before we move out to attack Sylvannas very early on. The majority of the attacks that you'll be facing on this level will primarily come from Sylvannas' base, which is located here to the northwestern side. So the sooner we get rid of that, the sooner we can start assaulting Silvermoon as well. You can experience some attacks from Silvermoon, but they don't happen often enough, and by the time that they do, you should have a strong enough army in order to quickly deal with them.
Sylvannas has sent a runner to Silvermoon. The elves are sure to send more forces. What does the shadow will?
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. The gargoyles we brought back from Northrend could be useful here. The beasts can spot their runners along the main road.
This is one of the reasons why we went for our creature attack first, is in order to make our gargoyles a teeny tiny bit stronger for something like this, but also because our army currently is a Crypt Fiend army. So we're just going to keep on going with those upgrades in the meantime.
No one orders me.
So keep on making some Crypt Fiends, and we're going to be using these gargoyles to take care of these gnolls over here to get a little bit of extra gold for our army. So Sylvannas will be sending another attack over here, and after this attack has been dealt with, we are going to start moving out.
Speak, fool.
It gives the gargoyles enough time over here to kill and get us a bit of gold, and also get our upgrades lined up. So the next important part, I would say, get your creature carapace upgraded to at least level 1, followed by the unholy strength that we will be using for our necromancers.
No one orders.
The restless dead await.
We don't really need to research web at this stage, because Sylvannas doesn't have any flyers for us to worry about.
Speak, fool.
What does the shadow will?
No one orders me around. Speak.
There we go.
What is it now? No one orders me around.
And coming the attack.
Restless dead await.
Tread lightly.
And we're dealing with this army, no problem.
No one orders me around.
The shadow.
Tread lightly.
What does the shadow?
No one orders. Tread lightly.
This better be good.
What is it now?
Okay, so just before we start assaulting Sylvannas' base, we are going to get one little item and get our gargoyles into position in the meantime. As you can see, Sylvannas is already out again, so our assault is not just going to be a typical pushover. So we're going to pick a fight with these golems first. And like I said, get our gargoyles in position in the meantime. For the time being, we should be perfectly fine with just upgrading the extra training for those guys. Get 2 more ghouls over here and get these ghouls ready to go and pick a fight. Don't forget to pick up that item, of course.
Speak, fool.
And it's time to go and pick a fight with Sylvannas. We are not going to worry too much about gargoyles for this map. My reason being because gargoyles are mainly used in order to keep the runners at bay. And if we take care of this base, we're not going to have to worry about runners at all. So we want to get that unholy strength upgraded in order to get maximum damage out of our skeletons. And let's see if we can taunt them to attack us. Ah, perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. So just focus fire Sylvannas. With the kind of army that we've got, she should go down relatively quickly. And once we have killed this army, we can use the necromancers to focus fire this, by the way. Use the animate dead ability that I spoke of, and now we have a couple of invulnerable units that is going to run straight to that altar of kings over there. Why? Because we want to keep Sylvannas from resurrecting herself. Of course, it's a good idea to focus fire some of these units in the meantime, like the priests and sorceresses, but other than that, we don't have to worry too much. Remember to keep on getting upgrades as well, and try to keep the majority of your units alive. So after this has fallen, is going to be pretty much a free-for-all. And from here on, we're just going to rip everything to pieces that they have to throw at us. Pull a teeny tiny bit back, because we want to gather our forces, and from here on out, it's just going to be an assault. And these skeletons are going to go berserk. So while we are busy with all of this, we are going to get our little slaughterhouse up and running, and it's time for us to start considering to make an extra bunch of acolytes. Put that off for the meantime. And just keep on making acolytes for now, because we will be taking over this gold mine over here.
What is it now? For the Lich King. The restless dead await. Speak. No one orders me. What does the shadow will? What is it now? Speak.
And this is pretty much it for Sylvannas, and with her out of the way, like I mentioned, we are not really going to be experiencing any more attacks for the meantime. We can now instead focus on getting our upgrades and getting some of the basic things sorted out, and prepare to take on Silvermoon later on. So we will only need about 2 meat wagons in order to successfully assault Silvermoon. Maybe a couple more necromancers would be nice.
It must be stopped.
Other than that, there's not really much that we need to worry about.
My life is required. Someone is speak. What is it? Choice. No one.
It's a good idea to just focus fire the barracks and the main production buildings for, of course, obvious reasons. And once this base has been completely and utterly destroyed, we can make our assault on forces.
My blood tread lightly. No one, the restless dead await. Speak, fool. The dead shall serve. My fate is sealed. My life, Azul. I wish only. Tread lightly. This is more like it. The restless dead await. Speak, fool. What does the shadow will?
Ghoul Frenzy is a very, very handy ability that we can use for our ghouls, as it increases their attack speed and their movement speed by 25%, which is really, really awesome stuff to use. But our lumber intake is fine, and we are not really going to use ghouls as much, I would say. So if we have extra resources, we can invest in that ability. But other than that, we are just going to primarily work on the same kind of army composition we did in the previous levels, which is skeletons, crypt fiends, and necromancers.
The restless dead await. What does the restless dead await? No one orders me around. The dead shall serve. What is it now? At last. What does the shadow spill? No one orders me. The restless dead.
Okay, so you'll notice here on the bottom side there's a mercenary camp that we can assault.
Sylvannas has sent a runner to Silvermoon.
Over there are a couple of mercenaries we can hire, but also there are some creeps that we can kill for an extra bit of gold if we do need it. But other than that, we don't have to go there immediately. We will make our way there eventually, as our situation here is sorted out. So like I mentioned, 2 meat wagons should be more than enough.
No one orders me.
We can put our rally point on top of that meat wagon in order for them to group up immediately. And this is about it for this section of the level. Make 2 more necromancers. And we should not forget about ziggurats as well.
Speak, fool. The restless dead await.
So for the time being, things are going to be relatively dull. We should not forget about upgrading this as well. The creature carapace is going to be more important. The skeletons are not permanent. But it's still a good idea to upgrade the other item, not the deer meat item. Still a good idea to upgrade the other skill, you can call it. Yeah, skill.
Speak, fool.
Or enhanced armor in this case. Whatever, it does not matter.
No one orders me around. Sylvannas has sent out another runner. It must be stopped. Finally, summoning is for the Lich King. Tread lightly.
Sucks so much that we need to destroy all of these buildings.
The restless dead await. Speak, fool.
Oh yeah, yes, of course, here's a merchant here as well. Yeah, we might as well bring the meat wagons closer. By the time that we destroy all of this, they'll be close by.
What does the shadow do?
And at this stage we can go over to the Ghoul Frenzy, as we have a lot of extra resources and have them mine a little bit closer. And we also have enough necromancers in order to make this job a whole lot easier for us.
Speak, fool. What does the shadow do? Tread lightly. This is more like it. What is it now? This better.
Okay, so you are about to see one of the reasons why Sylvannas needed to be killed.
I salute your bravery, Elf, but the chase is over.
Then I'll make my stand here, Butcher. Anara la Belore. Finish it. I deserve a clean death.
After all you've put me through, woman, the last thing I'll give you is the peace of death.
No, you wouldn't dare.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the birth to the mighty Undead Queen, Sylvannas Windrunner. Except not in this form that we know her best, but yeah, that is Sylvannas' Banshee form. So with Sylvannas being part of our army now, it also means that we... Oh, well, we were supposed to at least...
Call to me.
Ah, there we go. I was just about to ask. Yeah, now we have access to the Banshees as well. Now, Banshees are incredibly good support units if you want to make use of them. They have this ability called Curse and Anti-Magic. So both of these abilities are really handy to use when you want to combat your enemies. From here on out, we can literally just keep on making ghouls, as they'll be needed for the assault that we are going to be putting on Silvermoon. So we're going to go here to the far right side. The left side would be easier to take on, but we are going to the right side because we want the distance for our ghouls to travel to be shorter, and also not have them travel through areas where they can get picked off as well. With extra movement speed that they get, it's going to be a lot easier for them to get from point A to point B.
What is it now? Speak, fool. This is more.
So let us see. Yeah, we're going to need our meat wagons. And
what is it now?
One awesome thing though is we overpower them completely when it comes to upgrades. +2/+2 on both our melee and ranged units, and also we have a ton of necromancers too. So we just want to see if we can get their attention to go and pick a fight with us. Yeah, well, a couple of them at least.
No one will just move around. Tread lightly.
Not to worry, Arthas is anyways. Oh, okay, no, wait. Yep, something to worry about. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're gonna lose that one. Get out, 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 get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, man. Son of a bitch. That's okay, we're not done yet. We're still gonna keep on making forces. And keep in mind, we also have the necromancers. So if one of our units dies, it's a good, it's not too bad. Because now we're going to start using the undead and deal with this mofo over here. Get out of that ice field, and then voila. So the positive side of dealing with this army right now is, we just lost Sylvannas. What a pity. Yeah, that really sucks. Oh well. She's not really considered as a hero in this part of the game. She's more considered as a champion.
The restless dead await. Tread lightly. Speak. At last. This is one. Tread lightly. This let darkness guide. At last. No one around.
Hey, I was just about to say.
No one.
Oh, and we are massacring these guys right now. So we're not going to waste our time too much picking off every single thing that they have to put up against us. We're just going to tear apart for ourselves. And we can actually use Animate Dead in a situation like this. The meat wagons are also not as important anymore.
Restless dead. What is it now? Frostborn. What does the shadow will?
We just want to get to the Sunwell at this stage. So let's see if we can get the attention of one of these mofos over here. By the way, don't just rush in picking a fight with them. There are 4 of them, so it is just not gonna be a good idea. So we can actually use Unholy Strength on Arthas. Ah, man, what bad luck. Now we need to fight a couple more than what I expected we would have to. And not just including that, we also have to fight that damn guy there on the other side. Okay, so unfortunately, we are going to have to pull back.
No one orders me
The unfortunate reality, we are going to have to deal with some of these guys again, and this is also turning the level into a much longer play. Not what I was hoping for, but it is okay. It's sometimes good to be in situations like this in order to better understand how to deal with that as well.
No one.
The one positive side, however, is the fact that we have an overabundance of resources. So building up our army is not going to take that long. We still have the superior upgrades. We do have a mini army that we can work with over here, and we have also killed one of the guardians, making the next assault a whole lot easier for us. So for those of you who don't know, standing on Blight while having the combination of the Unholy Aura increases the regeneration of your minions tenfold. So always make sure that you do stand on the Blight combined with Iphis's Unholy Aura in order to get the full effect of life regeneration.
Summoning is complete. No one orders me around. Summoning
Also good, Arthas's Anime Dead is also about ready. Now just keep on making units. We've got 3 crypts to work with at this stage, so even better for us. So instead of just running straight to those guardians, we are going to deal with these mofos first. See if we can get him to waste as much of his mana this time as possible.
At last. Frostborn coming.
Just target him
Let darkness speak.
and take care of the rest.
For the Lich King. The restless dead await. What does the shadow will? The dead shall serve. No one orders me. What is it? This better. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What does the shadow do? The restless dead await. No one dead shall
There we go. Much better.
speak, fool. At last.
So we're going to get rid of that altar of kings as well, and then not have a problem with Silvermoon anymore too.
Frostborn hunters. What does the shadow do? Intriguing. Speak, fool. No one orders the dead shall serve. Tread like what does the shadow will? The restless dead await. Speak, fool. This better. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Frostborn, the dead shall serve. What is it now? Speak, fool. Fate. Tread lightly.
There we go.
Better.
Silvermoon is not a problem for us anymore.
Dead. No one orders me around.
And now we can finally go about completing this level.
No one orders me around. This better be good. What does the shadow?
So like we usually like to do, the skeletons are going to serve as cannon fodder for us
Tread lightly.
and take up the majority of the damage that we want to get dealt,
Tread lightly.
or dealt, sorry, with my horrible English. And as you can see, we are making short work of that guardian with only 2 more to go.
What does the shadow
Get our skeletons into range.
speak? Let darkness
Oh, not our skeletons, our
for the Lich King.
meat wagons and necromancers.
No one orders me around.
And yeah, 1 more guardian to go. And then this is over and done with. Voila.
Speak.
Citizens of Silvermoon, I have given you ample opportunities to surrender.
but you have stubbornly refused. Know that today, your entire race and your ancient heritage will end. Death itself has come to claim the high home of the elves. Now arise, Kel'thuzad, and serve the Lich King once again.
I am reborn as promised. The Lich King has granted me eternal life.
I've upheld my end of the bargain, Lich. Are you ready to tell me about the Dreadlords now?
Certainly, but not here. They have eyes and ears everywhere. We'll talk where it's safe.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the fall of Silvermoon, Quel'Thalas, and the High Elves. And it brings about the rebirth of the mighty Lich Kel'Thuzad. Thank you very much for watching this video. As always, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and refer to your friends that would like to learn some Warcraft 3 and how to complete the game on hard difficulty. And I will see you next time, where we actually get to use Kel'Thuzad, a Lich, and face off against the Orcs.